This is happy hour, and this is lemon sour, but I just get the feeling to change the recipe because it looked different. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking stop this. So what they've done, this is lemon sour, and then there's a choice to make it strong. So strong, they put in more shochu, but it looks, in this one they put no shochu in it. すいませんけど、レシピは変わりました。前よりは全然違う、これ。乾燥して水っぽい。味はない。
混ぜてもだった？
もうしました。まず、
作り直しますね。じゃあもう一回作り直し。
どういうふうに違う作ります？今はこれは何回も飲みました。今日からこれもうすぐ見たらなんか変と思った。
あ、もう変わったんです。変わったんです。レシピも全部。
はい。味はない、まずい、読まない、飲まない。乾燥して、これビールしますの代わり。この味で客さんは飲まないと思う。
私それは言えないです。じゃあビールに。はい。
それ乾燥してない。She just said they changed the recipe, but they changed it where there's no alcohol in it, and there's no fucking taste to it, and there's no fucking lemon to it, even if it is off price. Crick bait. What is crick bait? It's when you it's when you react like I just did to that fucking shit drink. It's when you react to a comment or a video and you fucking twist your neck. That is crick bait. I wonder if she'll bring me another packet of peanuts. Oh. People say I'm an awkward customer. The Japanese guy I did some work for. Sometimes I'd have breakfast with him. And he used to own an Italian restaurant in Tokyo. And he says if it's cheap, you can't complain. I said, oh yes, you fucking can. If it's free, you can complain. They probably fucking water down the beer as well. Thank you. ありがとうございました。
ビールの出だしの
マジに私の意見に言ってください。マネージャー。
私から言えない。もしだったらレモンサワー美味しくないって本部のなんかメールかなんかに書いてもらった方が。
メールどこ？サイトで？
サイトとかにの方が伝わるかもしれないです。
OK、ありがとう。Thank you。
はい。
Piss jar, just a pet bottle. This pet bottle, I don't favour this over the other pet bottles. It's just a pet bottle. It's not like a pet. It's not like a pet tea pet. It's a pet bottle. Well, I've got some bottles where I left by the side, and they just gradually went into the air, went into the ether. You got to cut the top off the bottle. You got to cut the top off the pet bottle. Then throw it in the neighbour's garden. What is this critical race theory? I can't get my head around it. When I lived in Sheffield, we used to have the local politician was called Irving Patnick. Is that any relation? There are no more $1 wines at Gusto. Hello and welcome to the Japan. Welcome to my shop, Irashaimase. I can't remember. I don't think I've had chips for a few days. English chips, potato fries, as Americans call them, or freedom fries. Been watching. I watched a few episodes of Colin Kaepernick last night. That's quite good. Quite educational as well. They mixed in like his life story and the problems that Black Americans faced ever since they went on a bad holiday trip from Africa. They said that last night in the. They said that last night on the show. Right. I had to guess what that was. Well, I found out a few months ago. But he is quite a big guy, isn't he? I think that that one I just said. Height. I saw another one last. I saw another word that was new to me last night. Black blue, and I think it referred to like a very dark-skinned African, and maybe it wasn't a positive image. So he liked this girl, and his friends were calling her Black Blue or Blue Black. Simp, yeah, I've heard of that one, yeah. What's that? There's another one related to that, isn't there? You know, like guy, incel, that's it. I wanted to make, I know it's horrible, but there was a guy in England, and he was an incel, a very angry young man. And a lot of these incels don't understand that even if they're not attractive or they're overweight, they can just get a girlfriend if they just be friendly, you know, and treat them nice and not fucking look at the. What is it? Oh dear. Yeah, if you think about it though, maybe a lot of married men in their 40s and 50s could be incels, you know. That's funny. How did you react to that? Oh, that is a. So when you kicked him out of the house, what did he say? Are you from Manchester area? Or Lancashire? I thought because you couldn't like get the when that guy when he killed those people, it was very horrible. Killed a woman and a child, but I just thought when he was killed, they should have had. I thought of a meme like incel by day. What's it called? Incel by day. On the day that he killed himself. Oh dear. I wonder if that's a trend. British English night. I don't know. It could be. How you going, pal? Look at. Do you use that word in America? Twatted. It means to like punch. I think it means to punch someone or smack someone. I don't know if it extends to like actually knocking them on the floor. It might do. What I did notice, which was very sexist, I think, for American men, when they said it was very bad to call an American man a cunt because we only use that for women, which I thought was a bit sexist. Was it a hard shell or soft shell? I'm not a big fan of the hard shell. They're just fucking tabinikui, difficult to eat. went to the warehouse early this morning, cut up some wood to put out on the street. I fucking cut through. Not many, but there are a few. It's just a natural thing. They just make me very uncomfortable. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the pretty ones, which there aren't any of in Japan. But like in Thailand, they're absolutely gorgeous. I think I'd shag them without, as long as they had the cock cut off. But yeah, there was one of the hub pubs, where it's like a British style pub, and there's a few of them like congregate there, and you know, they're not attractive at all. And I once, I tell this story before, I think I went to this, I was moving something for this American guy, and then 3 years later I went back with my mate Justin, who I was having a spar with, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure this fucking, and the thing was with this guy, he was about fucking 6'2", he was fucking massive, he was like Bruce Jenner, and he trans to a woman, and it was just so fucking confusing, because I'm telling myself, I'm sure this is, and I couldn't tell my mate, and obviously until we got outside, like. But I once, when I lived in Tokyo, I shared an apartment because my sponsor sponsored different people, and one guy was a very famous. He was a very famous adventurer. He holds the record for the longest unassisted walk in Lapland, 900 kilometers, and. So he had rich sponsors, and we went out one night with one of these sponsors, and he took us to the to this bar where they're all transvestites. And if you're from England, you know Ronnie Corbett. One of the fucking guys looked like Ronnie Corbett, and there was about 10 of them. There was about 10 of these men dressed up as women, and there was only one that could pass for a woman. They were all salarymen, just put on badly made makeup. Yeah, I'm not, they just fucking, they make, to look at them with all the makeup on, it just makes me vomit. I really don't like it, but I do like, well, this is what he did, he might be popular. So, but, what was I going to say? But you know, the comedians, that guy from Liverpool, what's his name? He was fucking hilarious. And then he went on to have a talk show and then a heart attack. What's his name? Lily Savage. Geek, you should look up Lily Savage, from Liverpool, very funny drag artist. Ronnie Corbett. That was one of Ronnie Corbett's maybe funniest before he died, when he was in the toilet with, who was it, John Cleese and a few others. All right, look. So he was in a, they were in the toilet sniffing cocaine or something. He was funny, Ronnie Corbett. What did you call that other famous puff? He was funny, but he was a bit. To look at him, he was a bit off-putting. But one thing I did admire about him is when he said that joke when he goes, "I've just been fisting Norman Lamont." No, not Eddie. Eddie Izzard is from Sheffield, my city. but he never he moved. His mum died, and he moved to Sheffield at a young age. But in his early career, he never mentioned that he was from Sheffield. An old woman. He's too big, isn't he? Like I said, when he was on Have I Got News For You with his fucking pink hat on and makeup, nah. I don't like that other cunt that's on there as well. He's an artist. He's fucking irritating as fuck. At least Eddie Izzard's funny. But there's a guy comes on with stupid fucking hairdos and stupid clothes. I think he might be from Lancashire. I fucking hate that guy. If they're funny, they're always forgiven. I picked that up from Clint Eastwood. She looks pretty trendy. She's got a 70-year-old with a beret on. Go on, carry on. Jack Whitehall. He's fucking massive. Did he put some makeup on her once or something? Oh, I could have put makeup on. I didn't when I was in Judge Dredd. What they came round because we were like playing criminals, about to be transported. They came round with this fucking audible stuff, and it was like paint to put on your teeth because, as you know, all criminals have fucking bad teeth. And I just kept on avoiding the makeup artist, just moving out of the way all the time. I didn't want that on my fucking teeth. He was going to be a priest in, wasn't he, Johnny Vegas? Where's Geek gone? Are you still there, Geek? Oh, Johnny Vegas was a door-to-door salesman. I'm guessing the doors weren't very fucking far apart. I don't know if I think he can be very funny, Johnny Vegas, especially as he transitioned when he was really drinking a lot, talking about shitting his pants and things like that. Yeah, I think I've seen him on some award shows, and he was very funny. Yeah, he used to get really, really fucking drunk, and then he'd said he'd shit his pants on stage and pissed his pants. Yeah, he went through a very dodgy period. I think it was just that he didn't want to get fucked by a priest, so he thought he'd shit himself. I was talking of Countdown. I watched a clip last night. That fucking Anne Robbins, she's fucking horrible. There's something wrong with her fucking head, her face, and makeup. That's fucked up having her back on there. She's a horrible person. She's a horrible personality. She really has. 77. Fucking, for example, what's her name? That American comedian who died in the Operation Theatre. She's fucking hilarious. She's funny. Anne Robinson is a horrible, horrible person, and she's way past her sell-by date. Even she's getting on now, isn't she? The gorgeous mathematician. Collins Maxey. Hello, Maxey. How are you? It's daytime here, pal. Someone's recording this and I'm going to get cancelled. No, not that one. She's fucking... she'll never get out of the fucking news, will she? No, the pretty one. She divorced her husband and married a fucking dancer from Russia. Man United fan. She's fucking hot. Oxford graduate. Rachel, that's her, yeah. Just wondering if Rachel Riley carries on like Carol Vorderman, you're like fucking dressing up like a teenager when she's in her 50s, and then fucking Carol Vorderman is in her fucking 80s. Carol Vorderman and her hourglass figure. What's her name now, the old Jewish lady? And my memory's fucking going, it appears. Very, very funny, very, very funny. She's one of the world's funniest comedians. She upset Johnny. Her name just flashed by me then. Nearly got it. I think she's the only... Oh, and Betty White. There's only a few women that have transitioned into their later years and still been relevant and funny. Margaret Thatcher, another. I once saw there was a someone and Rachel Riley couldn't get it. There was like, I know the numbers thing, but there was a guy in the audience that fucking did it, so he must have been pretty fucking good. But obviously he didn't look like Rachel Riley, so he didn't get the job. Can you still hear me? Am I still there? Can somebody say yes or no? I don't know if I'm still broadcasting. Oh, cheers, man. Okay. My drinking mate for 15 years, the cunt went back to Canada. His name was Embry. Oh, really? Oh, that's. How old was he? He seemed a nice guy. Did he fall off the ceiling? Told him about those fucking magnetic boots. Some fucking switch the. Somebody switched the electromagnet off. You fucking done it. Oh, Lionel Blair, fucking hell, well, I used to watch him, and he wasn't gay. How old was, how old, fucking hell, how old? Must have been like late 80s or 90s. Tony's dad. We should have been fucking Tony Blair. I don't like that cunt. So when they like Tony Blair, like they're telling all these kids they've got to go to university, but they just weren't bright enough for university. And so now, so what they did, they've sent them to they dumbed down the universities, and they say, yeah, of course you can get a degree, but those degrees were fucking worthless. And all these kids that got like fucking tens of thousands of pounds in debt. I was having an argument once with one guy somewhere over a spelling mistake, and then I says, I mean, we got round to his intelligence, and he goes, yes, actually, I'm very intelligent, or something like that. And then I said, well, which university did you go to? And he went to one of these fucking polytechnics that have been turned into a university. So I just laughed at him, and then he went away. So now, like in America and in Britain, I don't know about other countries, but all these fucking kids are in debt. Yeah. So I lived in Spain for a while, America, I've been about 25 countries, I think, something like that. I lived in New Zealand for 18 months. Did you ever watch the American show? I went to technical college, Sheffield, doing what did I do? Technical stuff. I got into a diploma course, but I ended up packing in telecom. And then when I went back onto telecom, I was at a mechanical engineering company. Then I joined telecom, and then I was doing like telecommunications courses at the same college. But that's about it. Do you know that show 30 Rock? There's a guy that's just gone past me and he looks like one of the characters on 30 Rock. I'll just turn it on. They'd be coming out of the toilet. Where are you from, Michael? Emily. Oh, Lancashire, okay. I went on a... Do you know Bamber Bridge? Yeah. But I did I think it was a 1 week course. I did a relay adjustment course in Bamber Bridge. So that was, because what they do in telecom, or what they used to do, they used to send you away and you get, don't forget this is in 1980, and they sent you on a course. Did you see that guy? They send you away on a course and they give you 35 quid or 36 quid. And you pay £8 for your lodgings, and then you have like £28 to spare. And then you would, after your course had finished at 4 or 5 o'clock, you'd have your evening meal and just go and get pissed. That guy is just the spitting image. On the guy from 30 Rock. Yeah, I do with scrap now, scrap metal. And sometimes taking stuff away. What about you, Baldy, Michael? It's a nice sunny day. Freelance artist, can't be bad. You're making it pay. How much you get? How much can you get for a day's labour now? Because I saw this. There was this thing on Instagram or Facebook, and there were these two parents, and they were charging their daughter £600 a month for board and lodgings. And I just thought, that's a bit fucking too much, isn't it? I mean, you could get a fucking mortgage for your own place for that. Not in. Well, a couple of years ago, I asked my a friend, I don't know if it's a friend or a cousin, and he said you need about what? So I mean, if you paint someone's face, You mean like a portrait? So I bet you like to make. I bet you like to stretch that out. I met this. I can't remember where he was from now. This guy, but I met. He was a. And he was. Thank you. And he said when he did portraits in the square in Queenstown in New Zealand, and he just said once he'd done, like he'd done a few of them, it was just so fucking tiring, because of concentrating to do the. Thank you. To do the portrait. A friend of mine did my portrait, and he wanted 20,000 yen for it, but I had no money, so he ended up giving it me, making a present. It's quite good, actually. Of the things that I posted on Facebook, that got the most views. Asahi beer. Yeah, well, I've known him a long time, like. He wasn't a professional artist, but he liked painting. He was quite good. He's now gone back to Scotland. No, but I think I would have, if I'd got the money, I think I would have given it him. But like I say, up until about, I think things started getting better in April this year, I think, something like that. But for the previous 3 or 4 years, fucking, it wasn't very good. If you go to Instagram, R Gary YouTuber, you can see the photo painting on there. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. This is my favourite meal at the moment. Keema curry and hash browns. I don't know. It's a few years. You can learn just like some basics. I went to school for about 6 months altogether, but you just get late. I didn't study it properly, to tell you the truth. But I think you get to a certain point where you think if you're not a proper student, then you just keep it a level, similar level for a long time because you've got enough to get by. Altogether, nearly 30 years, I think. Oh yeah, what day is it today? So I came to, oh no, Dad no got married. Came back to Japan 27 years ago. Yeah, we're still on paper, but we're separated. So I am off her family list now. But we are, legally, we're still married. Yep, boy and a girl. Nowadays, one of each is a boy, a girl, and a trans. Which there you go. True. There was a Canadian actress that trans recently. Little girl. I don't know. No, in human nature, this does actually happen. And of course, but it's probably if trans from a girl to a boy is probably safer, less hassle. Niwama wakana saki minakata. Yeah, I forget the name of this actress. She's a small actress, and she trans into a boy. But then I saw a photograph as a boy, and I thought, fucking hell, this kid's really pretty. And it was this woman. She was just too, Elliot Page. Yeah, she was just too pretty. You know, like when she trans, she was just too fucking pretty. So yeah. I mean, he now is so pretty. He'll have no problem getting a girlfriend. but he's got to have that operation, the strapodectomy. Getting busy. I've been watching Romesh Ranganathan recently. He's one of the funniest comedians in Britain, without a doubt. And I've been watching that Judge Romesh. I like that. Excuse me. So yeah, this week if you're over 60 you can get a 5% discount. Come on, I'm still broadcasting. I'm still streaming. Please say yay or nay. Cheers, pal. Which part of England are you? Oh, you just said, didn't you? Yeah, I've been checking out, I've been keeping in, because I watch Daily Mail, and I've been looking at the fucking numbers. Oh, God, I don't know, call Fogarty. And there's fucking still 40,000 in Japan. In Japan now, the other day, it was like 60 new cases out of 125 million people. 60 new cases. No, I'm not. No. I can only see me getting vaccinated if I go back to England next year. Zombie Zone. Is that you from, is that cheap Aberdonian? Or is it just a similar name, Zimzam? Like, well, there's no need to, because it's safe. Everybody wears a mask, apart from me. Is it a Zimzam? Well, one of the regulars is called Sarcastic, and he's Scotland, and he's a right tight bastard. And he was, and he mentioned he was in Aberdeen, and with his parents, and they was like they taught him how to be tight-fisted. And I saw it on a different, and I saw it somewhere, and apparently Aberdonians are very famous for being tight-fisted. Okay, it's good. So if you pay 30% of the bill, if you go to the council and you pay. Sometimes your company pays, or you can pay, and like I say, you pay. But the other good thing is, if you have a serious illness, the most that you pay is 60,000 yen, or $600 a month, if it's something very serious. So the other week I slashed open this here, and that was 7.5 for the doctor to stitch it up, and medicine it was 7,500 yen, and that was the full price. And then when I took my medical card in a week later, they refunded the money that I paid. Where are you watching from, Zombie Zone? Like, if we were Zombie Zone, I guess you must be the House of Lords. The only downside to that is if you're pregnant, it has been known in the past for hospitals to refuse pregnant women, and they've died. And also, if you've been stabbed or shot, they've also been known to refuse those people as well. That's the downside. I asked the waitress for some head. I think she misunderstood me. Come to Japan, the land of the head. In California. Yeah, yes, that's why I keep asking when I don't see comments. Sometimes the Wi-Fi switches off. I spend a lot of time in Gusto. I'm trying to cut out McDonald's. The food from the hot plate is just too dirty. So I've just been, last night I watched a few episodes of Colin Kaepernick. That's quite good. It's quite entertaining and informative. Like yesterday, I made a few my meals last week. Nice. He's got a film his life story on. He's got a life story on Netflix. So it's showing his life story, but he's also showing you information about what has happened to black people in America and the way they've been treated. So it's quite informative, quite good. Unless you're a Donald Trump fan, then you won't enjoy it. But like he sued the NFL because he couldn't get a job. But the thing is, I think one of the biggest selling points of a player is that being able to sell merchandise. And all they were doing, they were buying the merchandise just to burn it. I think if you buy merchandise like that, not only with the fucking player's name and number on the shirt, and then the name of the advertiser on the shirt, and then you're going and walking around town advertising, you're a fucking idiot. How much do those shirts cost in America? In England, they used to be about 40 quid. I guess they're a lot more now. Also, not only that, maybe his parents that adopted him were also a little bit racist. Now I know why white couples in America adopt black kids, because they've got a chance of turning into like a fucking an amazing athlete and making money. Hey. Have you been here, Zombie, before? So not only did the Japanese put a mask on, but when they go up to the counter to get a drink for themselves, they put the mask on. But when they enter the restaurant, they put alcohol on their hands and then in their mouth, and then when they leave, they put alcohol on their hands again. Shodoku. I think I'll be drunk after this. Everyone gone? Oh. Well, guys, if no one wants to chat, I'm gonna switch this off. Thanks for being there, saying things, asking things. I'm getting drunk now. I'm burbling on.